Sirius XM. You're listening to Opie and Anthony. Whether or not you're paying attention is another question.
Are the Mission Impossible guys here?
Oh, yeah.
Let's get them in here. You get your Christmas shopping done, Ant?
I'm an online guy.
Yeah.
So I order shit online, and then it shows up at the house, and then I wrap it up, and then I'm done.
That's good.
That is really good. I don't like the mall. I don't like shopping. I don't like going out in huge crowded malls. I went out last night to...
You don't like going to the mall? I kind of like it, man.
Fuck no.
I don't like driving in and out of the fucking places.
No, you know what?
You got to go off hours a little bit. I kind of like the festiveness.
I don't like the crowd, and I don't like how slow it is to check out, to get, like, you get your shit, I want to get the fuck out of there.
True.
That's how online is for me. It's like, order, yep, send, tape, here's a credit card info, gone, done, send me, ship. I don't like standing there on a line, and there's always fucking some problems with people in front of you.
Yeah.
And it takes the Christmas spirit away from me. I'd rather not deal with people. That's my Christmas spirit.
Online shopping is the way to go.
It certainly is.
Holy fuck, Simon Pegg. God damn it, Simon Pegg coming into the
Simon's
studio.
back.
And also the beautiful Paula Patton.
Yes.
Looking good.
Yes, indeed.
Wait, who's that guy? Hey, Simon Pegg.
Simon Pegg.
What's up, brother?
Again.
Good to see you again.
Back again. I like that.
I'm very excited you're here. I saw the fucking movie and you were great.
Just hit movie after hit
You
movie.
saw my
now.
fucking movie?
Yeah,
I'm calling it your fucking movie.
Special.
I know, a little movie called Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol. It was great, man.
Did you see it in IMAX?
Oh yeah, the only way to see it.
It's quite obviously the sequence everyone's talking about with the Burj Khalifa.
Yeah.
Every time I've watched it, the audience go, ah.
Yeah, they get
when you
like,
see that shot.
everyone gets vertigo.
Yeah, you have to feel it.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of the tower there, pictures came out of Tom Cruise on the top of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I was expecting to see it in the movie. It's not in the movie.
No, that was just a kind of like little kind of promo thing he did.
Yeah, hey, look at what Tom's doing. He's
But I'm
sitting up on the
But
top
I'm
of the
thinking if
fucking
he's
building.
going to sit on the top and you got the cameras, you might as well try to figure out how to get it in the movie.
It was hard to contrive him sitting on the top.
I know.
We've got like 23 minutes to save the world, and he's going to sit and go, hey.
Just sit on the top
Hey, look
and
at
go,
me.
I need a break.
I'm not bitching because the scene they used was just horrifying.
I think the thing was they wanted to make sure people knew. It's really important to Tom that people know that it's him because it just makes it a little bit more scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy Norton.
Yeah.
So you know, I think getting those shots was a good way of saying he did this.
Now, you're in the hotel room when he's out there doing all that, right?
Yeah.
But you had to look out. Were you just freaked out?
Can I just tell you something that's going to spoil your life? I wasn't really there. Everything that took place in the hotel room it was too much of a health and safety issue to do it.
Holy shit, you're so hot.
I'll just leave, shall I go?
She just ruined the Simon Pegg interview.
Simon's talking about
God.
Simon's talking about the magic of filmmaking
I'm
and
used
how
to this happening.
Holy
he wasn't there.
crap.
Every red carpet around the world, they'll be chatting to some journalist and the crowd will go, "What?"
Yeah.
It's because
Let
of
me
Paula.
tell. I saw Mission Impossible. Paula Patton just arrived, and you're hot in the movie, but
And Anil
oh
Kapoor.
my God,
Yes.
in person,
Sir.
you're ridiculous.
Talk dirty to me.
That's a compliment. I'm sorry.
Because they will.
Sorry.
I like that. I like that. Thank you.
Crap. She just took my breath away. And how do you say Anil?
Anil Kapoor.
Kapoor, and we know you from Slumdog Millionaire originally.
Most famous actor in all of India.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
We had some amazing
honey.
stats come in. Can I break this?
Yeah, please.
Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol has done 119% better than any Hollywood movie ever in terms of its opening in India.
In
That's
India.
right. India.
Thank
Give
you,
it
Mr.
up.
Kapoor.
Because he's the big star.
He's the biggest star.
But what is the American equivalent? I want to understand how big you are in India.
Are you George Clooney in India?
He's Tom Cruise big.
Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise big.
At the moment, I'm Simon Pegg of India.
That's good. Simon's
Don't be so hard on yourself.
Are you guys dating?
Simon's a juggernaut right there
I
these
didn't know you
days.
guys were dating.
I thought I was the Simon Pegg of India.
I saw the movie and it was great. You guys were all
you.
great in the movie, and we were discussing the tower, and he's telling me that you guys weren't actually in the hotel room for the big big scene.
Well, you guys
I
had a
was.
scene.
You were.
Yeah.
The scene when Tom's hanging out,
Right.
Paula and Jeremy were. I
Right.
never had to go. Actually, when the window was open, I was somewhere in Dubai shopping.
He was skiing indoors somewhere.
You didn't want to.
Yeah.
You don't want to just check it out?
No. I did go up. I went up and thought, okay,
Good.
bye.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
I'm good.
Did you take a look when the window was open?
I was there when the window was
Yeah.
open, and
She had no harness.
I have a healthy fear
Wow.
of like heights. You know that just like
Right.
not a vertigo, but my toes start to tingle.
Right.
And all the boys had on harnesses, but because my dress was so tight, I couldn't. And all I had was a stuntman. I hear that holding onto my ankle.
I bet.
And as we began the scene, you know. Jeremy's at the window, but I'm far into the room, and then Jeremy catches Tom's legs, then I catch Jeremy's legs, and by take 6, I was so far out the window that I could see Tom, and Tom was like, "Hey, Paul, how you doing?" I'm like,
And you didn't have a harness on.
and no harness. I'm
Come
like, "Don't
on.
get sweaty palms right
Oh,
now,
man,
okay,
that's
buddy?"
crazy.
How high up was that?
124th floor of the
Yeah.
tallest building in the world.
Yeah,
It's got to
It
be
was
20,
gnarly.
30 feet.
I'll higher than that. It's like 1,200.
I don't know.
How high is the
Nothing
Empire
with
State Building, so we know?
That was
Oh,
about
that thing.
The Twin Towers were 110 stories.
So this is...
The Burj Khalifa is 3 times the height of the Empire State.
numbers. There it is.
That's
crazy.
That's your reference point.
crazy.
And so Paula and Jeremy and Tom are probably about 2 and a little bit times as high as the Empire State.
But wait, you were hanging out the window without...
Like just my head, but yes.
How does
but-
insurance allow that?
You know what? Insurance finds out afterwards. It's one of those things.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah,
they send them the
It's like,
dailies,
now
yeah.
they're like, oh my god.
We understand that.
Wow,
Yeah.
man.
You got to, you know.
Yeah.
It's like, do
Wow,
what
they
you
did
can.
a great job of taking that harness out so quickly in the shot. It's oh no, she
No
wasn't wearing
harness
one.
for her.
Oh,
She
yeah.
smells good, too.
Yeah, you smell great.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
That's Simon.
Buddy, that's me.
Simon, that smelled right when he came in. Amazing. These English guys, these English chaps all smell good.
Brush up good.
I don't know what I missed, because this is the first Mission Impossible movie I've seen.
And that's insane.
Which helps sells the movie, because I didn't feel like I needed to know anything.
Well, did
You
you just
don't.
go to see it because we were coming today, or did you see it
I
because
get-
you wanted to?
Free tickets.
Tell the truth.
I guess technically, yeah, but also,
See.
because of the tower and stuff, it really got people interested in this movie.
Did you like it?
I loved it. I really did.
Go back and see the first 3 now, because they're
I
all
know,
very
that's what
You'll
different.
have more fun.
Yeah, they're all really
That's what
different.
I'm gonna do.
And cool. And again, I got to ask you because last time you were in here, we talked about Star Trek and that
Yeah.
whole franchise, and then you just being thrown into it, and you were happy like a little kid in that. Now being part of the Mission Impossible franchise, boy, they are really kind of going for Simon Pegg here.
I did the third one. I had a very small part in the third one, and that's really how I got to know JJ and why I got Star Trek. So coming back to this one, I felt like as the old hand, you know, it was
Yeah,
cool. It was
yeah,
like
the
me
old-
and Tom were like, okay, guys, this is the
Yeah.
deal, Mission Impossible. But yeah, it's
That's
fun.
because Simon's got great karma. He's one of the sweetest men, and he's so funny. Like
He's
no
great.
other mission.
Simon, you're great in this
you
movie,
laugh
man.
out loud.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal.
This is Paula Patton speaking. It's none of the
I love
guys.
him.
That's good. And she doesn't like funny guys.
I do like funny men. He's funny and well hung, I hear. So that's
I endorse it.
That's a fully 100% endorsement.
Are you really
very
packing?
charismatic and charming.
Jimmy wants to know if you're packing.
How do you get that rumor? I was trying to start that rumor about myself for a long time.
You get one of the most gorgeous actresses in Hollywood to say it live on the radio. That's what you do.
Now you're
so
talking,
in.
yeah.
Simon is
Yeah.
fucking on a whole nother level now.
So did you get more work in America after Slumdog? Because that was so great, and you were so great in it.
Thank you so much. Yes, I did 24, the show. And
yeah.
that was one of the best experiences of my life. I just loved doing it. And that's what I did. I was here in LA for a year for that. Yeah.
Because I heard in India that they want to see you doing more American stuff, and they wanted to see bigger parts and more stuff, and you know.
Yes. Hopefully. I think after Mission Impossible and 24 and Slumdog.
And you sing too, right?
I sing, but I play
do?
back. I do. But in India, we don't really sing, actually. The actors don't sing. They have other singers singing for us.
Oh, okay.
And we just lip sync.
The big like Bollywood dance numbers
Yes.
and stuff. A
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
lip syncing.
Yes.
Is that a quality like in Indian films? Because I love that at the end of that Slumdog.
Isn't it
with the
so
whole-
great? They're all dancing
Yeah.
together. The people that hated each other and
I really enjoy
they're all having fun. And you leave the theater, you're like, oh, okay. Now not bummed out.
It really made me feel good when they were all happy in the train station. I'm like, fuck, this is phenomenal.
You know what? Colors coming at you on the screen.
We liked it because there was one movie. Imagine every movie ended up like that.
That is true.
I bet he's sick of it.
Yeah. If they danced at the end of The Godfather, that wouldn't have worked.
Amazing.
Luca Brazzi's doing the joke now. Yeah, that'd be great.
The end of Jaws, Dreyfus and they're paddling back and the shark pops up and they all sing a
they
little
all
song
do a
together.
little number together
I
with
love it.
colorful clothing
It's
on.
kind of like the end of Return of the Jedi, to be fair. Having all those little Ewoks
Exactly.
dancing,
There's a little Ewok dance scene.
These two are great in the movie. They have their main scene is together there. Anil's trying to, there's a whole seducing thing going on between these two.
wow.
Yeah, very
Oh, you haven't seen it yet, have you?
No, I'm going to go when it opens up
very
wide.
sexy and naughty.
Okay,
Yes.
understand.
It gets
You like
naughty.
It wide.
I do. I like the
I love that
appeal.
scene. I think that scene's very
Gets
cool
naughty.
though with these guys because like Paula's character's like she's an agent, she's not an immediately a temptress. So she finds that even though she's clearly got the ability, it's not so easy for her to just click into being the kind of sexy sort of seductress. And so it's a brilliant scene because she's sort of she's trying to play this part and trying to fool Anil, and Anil's kind of going with it, and then she keeps being tough with him, and he kind of likes it. It's one of my
likes it
favorite
rough.
scenes.
I love it. I like it.
And there's some cleavage.
Oh, yes,
Some nice cleavage.
Weirdly, that's the picture they put
Those
on
are
the
my
poster.
weapons of mass destruction.
Mass erection.
There is a lovely picture in the New York paper today, by the way. Have
Is
you
there?
seen it?
Show us of my cleavage.
Oh, God. Don't
There's.
I heard
Is
about
it the
it.
Daily News or is it the
Oh, it's the
Post?
bikini shot.
Yes. Oh,
Really?
wow. Look
Yeah,
at
there's a bikini picture of you today.
It must be the Post.
All you're going to hear
Oh,
now
God.
is paper.
I'm going to die of embarrassment. I
Do you
can
even
feel
know?
it.
Do you even
That's pretty nice, right?
It is pretty much.
You wear it,
It looks
well.
like a scandal picture, like I've
You
had
wear
sex
it
with a senator
well.
or something. I don't know when it happened.
Wow.
But I haven't.
That's the one you texted me.
That's
Shut up, Simon. We're both married. Quit it.
that's one page
Now I'm
in.
in trouble.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, they wanted to put that on the cover. They
Yeah.
did. It's one page in.
One
like,
page in.
We got to get the horrible
That
burn
was-
story in
That
first.
bikini shot's way more important than the guy that burned the lady
Yes,
alive.
please.
You know, it makes
That's how
them
good
sick,
your
'cause that
body
would have
is.
sold more papers than the front page.
Of course it was.
Oh, God.
If I had a girlfriend and you liked me, I would cheat with you in front of her. She couldn't even get mad at me. I'd be like, come on.
And she'd be like, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I'm sure that fantasy's coming true.
Yeah, I know. That's just speculating.
Were you? Were any of you
guys.
guys a fan, or at least watch the original show, Mission
I
Impossible?
remember it from,
Dude,
from
Peter Graves and
and Leonard Nimoy, of course.
yeah,
and,
Leonard Nimoy was in some of that, and then Martin Landau,
Martin Landau, yeah.
Oh wow, that's right.
and,
Landau was in
and the
that.
black guy.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
But it was
Nice of them to put him in.
yes,
Very, very
I always
generous.
liked that show because no matter how technical they were trying to be, all they did was usually turn the audio down on a drill.
Right.
It's like, why isn't that drill making any noise? And all you hear is like,
Yeah.
that's an IMF fucking drill right
In
there.
those days, a quiet drill was an amazing thing.
That was an amazing thing that they would never have, and the masks, which you still use in the movies,
course.
are,
Oh, yeah.
but it looks so much better now.
Yeah.
Like Peter Graves would be standing there, and it's some other guy.
his
It's
big
not Peter
fake
Graves,
nose.
and it's the other actor.
Yeah.
And then he's like talking, going, "Oh yeah, well," and he does this, and then for a second you see like this bad Planet of the Apes almost looking mask, and he pulls it off. But it was cool. You bought it at the time.
And the thing I love about this movie, and the others as well, is that they totally go with that. It's not like they
Yes.
kind of pretend that it's a bit cheesy, it's a bit
Right.
60s. No, we completely
They
embrace
go with the
all that
mask.
stuff.
The gadgetry is
Yeah.
fantastic in the Mission Impossible movies.
Yeah, although in this film, it kind of all goes wrong. That's kind of a sweet thing about this
Oh,
film, is that
good.
they're working with a load of stuff which is a bit like shoddy knockoff kind of gadgets. They bought it from some Russian arms contractor, and it all kind of breaks.
Well, since the whole organization's kind of,
There's no backup, no tech support.
no back, no tech support. That's
You can't
exactly
just
it.
ring the guy back at the office. Listen, I'm having a problem with my sticking gloves. You don't get that.
How long were you guys in Dubai for? I actually want to go there.
A month.
Month, yeah. Yeah, it's a crazy place.
I heard it's expensive, though.
It's very...
We
from New
wouldn't know.
York.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
It is, right?
We had per diems. It was
It
fine.
is, yeah.
But if you're from New York, like expensive is
Say the
is
Big
pretty
Apple.
relative.
Did you-
Like New York, things are
It's
expensive,
true.
but it's
true.
home, so
you
we're
guys
used
would
to
be
it.
like, it's a little
Yeah, a
bit more
little bit
expensive,
more.
but not a lot.
If you're from Kansas, there's a problem.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's all
absolutely.
boutique. It's all like, it's all malls filled with the highest...
High-end stuff.
Is it very? Does it have a westernized feel to it, or is it-
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah. You don't
But
feel
what's
like
cool
you're.
about it, though, is that you can go to the desert and have these incredible just landscapes and camels that are running free. And then you're in the city, and then you have those architectural wonders like the Burj Khalifa.
That is amazing.
It's a place where if you can dream it, they will build it.
Yeah.
That's what's kind of amazing.
Didn't they build their
the cleanest
Would
built
like to go there.
bathrooms in the mall? Like was the
Yeah, it's
mall not
incredible.
magnificent? It
Yeah,
was
it's like Vegas, but with less
titties.
Yeah. Say titties again. Well, they're there, but they're just underground. Not literally.
Did you guys
gotta
stay in the
look hard.
Burj? Did you stay in the Burj Khalifa?
We went in
Sadly,
there. We
no.
didn't. We stayed in all the hotels are pretty lavish,
Yeah.
but we didn't. It's an Armani hotel in the Burj Khalifa, and the rooms. I mean, it's a stunning place.
I'm obsessed with that building because I'm so afraid of heights, so I want to go.
You should go, but you know what? You get a kind of weird. You're right in airplanes, right? And like, are you
Yeah, I mean,
well, that's what it feels like when you're up that high. It's almost.
Isn't that odd? You look out a window and almost feel like you're.
You do.
This is like when I'm.
You see helicopters flying underneath you. It's weird.
lower than
That's
you are.
unbelievable.
Just sitting
Imagine
there.
cutting out that window.
Yes.
That's
gotta be
when
the
you
window.
get when the breeze comes in.
Yeah,
It's
that
really-
is the crazy part. It's like it's
That's the
amazing.
funny
what
thing is Tom when he got his harness on and he looked out and all the stuntmen were just like pale.
They
like
were more
sweating.
pale, yeah.
was he not nervous? Because he's nuts. Like he does
just
all
had
his
a big
own stuff.
shit-eating grin on his face the whole time. He was like, "Let's do this."
Wow.
He loved it, right?
Yeah.
So much fun.
Jeez, that's
Blows your mind.
For us, it was like watching the film live. Imagine that.
Yeah. Like, don't die.
We
Don't
like,
die.
yeah, if the boss dies, we're out of a job.
Pack it up, go home.
I had nightmares. I watched those clips on YouTube when they were doing it, and I'm so afraid of heights. I would literally wake up and think of that that view that
Get
they
all
showed.
anxious.
Oh, it was horrendous.
You're gonna have
See in IMAX.
You're gonna have a problem with this movie then.
Yeah.
but he
When they
likes
erase
stuff like
all the
that.
lines and
he
stuff.
does.
He has
Yeah,
everything to
like
live
that.
for, and he loves doing
hanging
crazy.
on
He's
this-
like an alpha guy, man.
He's hanging on,
Incredible.
hanging on the side of the building, and one of his gloves, like Simon
yeah.
hinted at, starts malfunctioning. And now he's hanging on with like one hand on the side of the building in this movie.
Shit.
It's horrifying.
I think that
It's
when you
fucking
watch the film,
horrifying.
if you know that it was actually Tom Cruise, if it's a stuntman, you think, oh, well, it's a stuntman. If it's CG, you think there's no danger. But it's Tom
It really
fucking
was
Cruise
him.
Right.
hanging off a
Totally
building.
Yep. Oh, look who's here.
Stephen Merchant.
Steve Merchant's here.
Well, we're kind of like overbooked.
My
I
countryman.
apologize.
Did you go do stand-up in the UK? We were speaking about that
I
last
never
time.
did, no.
You must do it.
He doesn't want to.
Yeah, I'm an arrogant American.
Do a cultural exchange with Steve.
I
'cause
love
he's
Stephen
over there.
Merchant.
Thank you very much.
I'm
Thank you. Am I on?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, we're all on all the time.
Stephen,
never ends.
You'll
never not on.
turn around. You know it.
You guys know each other?
Here's Peggy.
Oh, you do. Okay.
I know him from TV.
you know him from TV.
That's all.
You know me from TV?
HBO.
This is Paula Patton.
Nice to
That's
meet you.
right.
I love you.
Stephen
Yeah,
Merchant.
that's something nice to
Thank
hear
you.
from her, right?
Hello.
Yeah.
We go
Anil
back.
Kapoor.
I like the how do you do's.
Yeah, he's,
Weird old.
I feel like I need to be on.
We
my
all live in a
thing.
big
Should we
comedy
move him
house
to the
together.
table
back
somehow?
Yeah.
if we can move Steven up, I would love.
Yeah,
He's one of my favorite people
Here,
alive.
come on in.
Yeah, get him a
Let's
chair.
do it.
For
I like
God's
this.
Sit on
sake.
Simon's lap.
Let me just
Crazy. Yeah. Hey, I'm Fear, master of the pan flute.
Can we bring a chair in for Steven so he's not standing? It's just
Simon, I follow you on Twitter, and
Yeah.
you seem to travel a lot. Is it a lot of business, or do you just go to some places for
That's
the
just
hell of it?
this tour for the Mission Impossible tour has been global.
Like,
so,
hey, I'm in Spain. Hey, I'm
yeah.
in France. Hey, I'm in Germany.
like in
I'm-
the same day.
Yeah, it's all the same day. I'm like, what the hell is Simon? He's just he's like
But
on the
it's that
lam.
thing. It's like Twitter is the home of the humble brag. It's like saying you're just saying, really, I'm going all over the world. But hey, I'm now in
hum, another day in Berlin.
Berlin, boring.
Yeah, because then I read the one that's like, oh, on my way to the Big Apple. Hop across the pond. And
They're promoting this movie globally. Not many movies do that right out of the box like this.
No, but it's very much a global film. We've got we've got people from all over the world.
Yeah,
Neil, Vladimir, he plays
Yeah,
the...
we've got the Russian, the
yeah.
biggest star in Russia, the biggest star in India.
Yeah.
We've got Michael Nyquist, of course, from Sweden, who was
the
in the original.
blonde,
Huge.
the blonde Russian. in
Leia
this
Seydoux.
movie.
Oh my
She's French,
God.
actually.
The
Oh.
French.
The fight they have.
Be careful now.
If you like a
great
girl
fight.
fight.
Wow, good girl fight. Yeah,
It's a great girl fight.
She's awesome, actually, and she's gorgeous.
She is. It even has the bit
really-
where the dress is slightly ripped during the fight.
Yeah.
It's
You like
classic.
that?
Gotta do
good
that.
one.
You gotta do that.
and we
I love
have
for the girl crush.
and the creator of arguably one of the greatest shows ever. Ever.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, you're talking to me. I thought you were talking
Oh,
about Peggy.
Yeah.
The face wasn't quite as big.
Of course,
as
the English Office. We reference that show all the fucking time.
It's just a work
All
of
the
art.
time.
We told Ricky what it is. It's the greatest thing ever shot.
Ricky's the biggest ass on that show, and you cannot possibly.
And in real life. weirdly.
And in real life, yeah.
Slow down, buddy. Yeah.
From his tweets, you kind of. No, that character is by far one of the most uncomfortable people to watch on television. the wanting and needy personality and thinking he's funny but kind of really deep
There
down
must be a
knowing
lot of people in this room like that.
I know at least one of them. Yes, we're all insecure. I think everybody in entertainment has a bit of insecurity.
Yes. Oh, definitely.
Just to be in entertainment, you kind of, hey, look at me. Hey, did I do good?
Yeah.
Did I get your adulation?
On the radio, it's like, I think I'm fascinating for 4 hours every day.
Yeah, listen to me.
Yeah, with no planning.
I made such a great point. Did I? And then you just read, you suck. Apparently I suck.
Yeah, I've done interviews where I thought we were hitting home runs and I get a bunch of Z's on my Twitter. I'm like, fuck you guys.
Z's must be good, right?
It's just a waste of time.
Yeah.
This whole thing.
I think
Let's be
the
honest
brilliant
with
thing
each
about
other.
that character, though, is that despite all of that, you still kind of love him. You still want him to do well.
That's so hard to do.
It's
a character
chemistry
that could easily have fallen into that. Oh, fuck him. Good. I'm glad he's failing or miserable. But you feel like,
no matter how awful he gets, you just want him. You come on, David.
You're like,
you
don't
can
do that. Don't do that.
And that's why when he succeeds at the end, when he kind of
he gets a little moment.
when he gets the moment, it's joyous.
Yeah.
It's absolutely joyous.
It was, just the things that they've said, like, when Tim comes in, he goes, Tim Canterbury Tales.
Why
That's
say
something
that?
a guy says. It's just awful.
I like when he calls out Finchy at the end, too. Because that was just brewing the whole show, where it's like, hey, Finchy, what? And he's laughing at him, just no respect for the man, and he's just kissing his ass.
Look, he was in the show in order to show that David Brent wasn't as bad. You know, there's always someone worse.
Someone worse.
Right.
Someone worse. Yeah.
But the way he hero worshipped him.
Brent. No one said oi, Brent.
No one said, oi, Brent, you're living the dream.
Coupled together English isms.
But listen, thanks for talking about a show that's 10 years old.
Yes, 10 years old.
Well, we're going to segue into extras, of course, which you were in more.
Extras, of course.
You
and
were
then
brilliant.
That's 9 years old, and then
You already talked about the 60s version of Mission Impossible.
right.
Well, the guys from Mission Impossible only have 3 minutes, and and we'll certainly do more with Stephen Merchant as well. Just want to make sure we get the
I
word
knew
out.
Merchant had monopolised the whole thing when he came in.
Exactly. Simon, what are you working on anything else in the interim?
I start Star Trek imminently.
Love Star Trek.
In January, we begin.
Yeah. Any inkling of a story?
I should get to read it like in the next couple of days. So I'll come back and say it live on air.
Just Twitter it.
Do you only appear in movies based on 60s TV?
That is my rule. If it doesn't, I'm looking towards a remake of I Dream of Jeannie and the whole
Simon Pegg in I Dream of Jeannie. Simon Pegg is Darren Stevens in Bewitched.
They did that already, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Damn you for... Who did it? Will Ferrell.
Yeah, Will Ferrell did that one, yep. Well, wow, Mission Impossible. Go see it. Coming out when? Friday wide? Still in Wednesday?
Wednesday wide.
What the... Yeah.
But go IMAX if you can.
Yeah, go
see it in
IMAX now.
Absolutely,
3D.
Go IMAX.
Yeah.
Big.
No 3D.
No, just big.
IMAX is better
Bigger
than
than
3D.
3D. It's just giant.
Just giant.
They
Everything's
have it in
just
3D
giant.
too?
No. No.
That giant screen where it looks like you're going to fall out of buildings.
You don't need it in
You'll
3D
love
though.
it.
It's fine.
I will, because I'm afraid of heights. I made me want to see it long before the film was out.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
wanted to repeat what I said before.
Well, you did.
If it's uninteresting once, it's fascinating twice.
We barely talked to Anil too, man.
I know. Biggest star in India.
And we are
Crazy.
giving him no time
And the world.
in the world.
And you were great. You were so good in that too. Just that, what a shithead to write that in the fog on the mirror, and you're like, oh, he's helping him out. And I'm like, I fucking got roped in. I really thought you were trying to be helpful.
That trick never works.
Were you surprised that did as well as it did, the Slumdog?
We all were surprised.
You are, right?
I think all of us connected with the film were surprised, absolutely, but pleasantly surprised. Yeah.
Yeah, that was just a chain of events that brought that film to the forefront.
What a brilliant way to tell a story. That I know you guys have to go, but what a brilliant way to tell a story that was. How he knew something. It's good to explain also the movie from 5 years ago that nobody saw.
Have you done something from 10 years ago we could discuss?
How long have you got?
Yeah.
Just half of it, 5 years ago.
Let me, Shaun of the Dead, let me see. That new motion picture.
That's certainly 7 years ago. We shouldn't be talking about that.
All right, well, good luck with Mission Impossible.
Absolutely. I don't
Stephen
think you
Merchant
need
is
it,
staying,
but
of course.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Good to see you,
Guys, great to have you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anytime, man. For Star Trek, when you come back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know I love to come in here.
You want to do a quick break and we'll continue with Stephen
Yeah, let's
Merchant?
do that.
All right.
Will you
Thank
stay?
you, guys.
Sirius XM.